This is the season of Advent, a time when we remember and wait for the little baby who was born to be the king that the whole world had been waiting for since creation. When we light candles or have twinkling lights at Christmas, we remember that Jesus was the light that came down from heaven to be with us in the darkness of the world. We lit candles for peace, hope, and joy. And today we light the candle for the gift of love. I wonder if you're excited for Christmas. We can be excited for the decorations and the time we spend with our family, or the time off school or work, and for the presents. Maybe you have something really special you want this year, like a fancy new toy or some new dolls, or maybe an art kit. Sometimes, when we unwrap the presents, we get exactly what we wanted. But have you ever gotten a present that you didn't ask for? Or maybe one that you didn't expect? Today's message is about an unexpected gift of love. Imagine you had a best friend who loved you very much, but sometimes you weren't very nice to your friend. Sometimes you would choose your other friends instead of your best friend. Sometimes you completely ignored your friend. Now, what if that friend said they had something special for you? Would you say, "No thanks"? Well, that's kind of like what King Ahaz, the king of Judah, did. Isaiah gave King Ahaz a message from God, that God would give Ahaz a great gift and save him from the enemies that were attacking him. And if Ahaz didn't trust God, God would even send him a special sign of love. But Ahaz said no. He didn't want the sign from God. He wasn't interested in God's gift because he wanted to have things his own way, even though God's way was better. What do you think God should do? What would you do if you had a gift for your friend and they said they didn't want it? We might want to just keep it, but that's not what God did. God loved Ahaz and the world so much that even though we didn't want his gift, he gave it to us anyway. Isaiah told Ahaz that God would still send his sign, and that a very young woman would give birth to a son who would be called Emmanuel, which means God is with us. He would know right from wrong even as a little baby boy. That boy, that gift of love that God gave even when his people didn't choose him, was Jesus. And Jesus was going to come down from heaven to live with us. He was going to be a king turned into a servant, giving up his crown and throne to be Emmanuel with us so that we could be with God forever. And that is the greatest gift of all.